for that column. For example, if I draw it, I think you're gonna remember. Don't you remember something like this? Never mind my skewed lines, something like this. And then this side is, and this side is, don't you remember this?
Debit and credit. Yes, I do.
Yes, something, yeah, something like a T account like this. And normally here you can open, let's say for example, you can open, let's say equipment. Okay, you can open equipment and then you something like this. Don't you remember you doing something like this?
I do remember.
Yes, so this is what we call general ledger. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So after general ledger, you have to transfer or open something called a trial balance. Maybe you've heard about it before. Okay.
Okay.
And trial is where you transfer all your ledger accounts. So a trial balance is something like this, of which we are going to use again in this module. Is something like this. Trial balance is something like this, and then it has got debit and credit. Okay, and then it's going to be something like this, trial. Okay, so the trial balance is going to look like this, but it has got sections. But you'll see at the time when we go through this module, you'll see that the trial balance is the one that we're going to use more often. And again, you will learn more when we go there. Are we okay?
Okay.
Now, in a nutshell, a trial balance is used to check if the general ledger is correct. So remember, the general ledger accounts like these are transferred to the trial balance. So a trial balance will tell us if those accounts have been correctly prepared. Are you with me?
Okay, wait. You said the journals, they all being transferred to the general journal. The ones from the ones you said are subsidiary journals are transferred to the general journal, right? Am I right?
And remember, the journals, those from those journals we open accounts called general ledger. I'm talking about general ledger.
Yes.
This general ledgers,
So
for example,
what goes in a general ledger?
This account, like for example, if I've got equipment, I can open bank account, petty cash account, advertising, telephone, all the accounts which come from these journals. Remember, they will be recorded in this journal.
Okay. Now
the minute I open those accounts like this in a
so,
tier form. Yes.
Okay, I get you now. So we transfer those T accounts to a general journal.
No, to the trial balance. Check the flow. Check the flow.
Okay.
From subsidiary, we open general ledger. We transfer information from subsidiary to general ledger. This is the general ledger. Are you okay so far?
Yes.
After we compiled all the general ledger, let's say we have got about 20 accounts. Those 20 accounts will be transferred to the trial balance.
Okay, I hear with the accounts that you say they're going to be transferred, like if you open it in ICO, equipment, advertisement, all those accounts, they go to a trial balance.
They must all come to
with the general journal.
General journal.
So from from the general journal to a trial balance. So all those accounts, I take them from the general journal to a trial balance.
Remember, general journal is part of the subsidiary journals. It's here. Can you see here?
Oh, okay. That's not confusing me now. Like I'm separating the two. Okay.
No. Remember, there's a difference between general journal and general ledger. So general journal is part of the journals, and general ledger is separate. That's why from here, it doesn't matter which journal we transfer to this.
So all the journals, they go to a general ledger.
Yeah, we get all these accounts that I'm opening, like equipment. You can find it in the GJ, you can find it somewhere there. So as long as you find them, you open them one by one, but they all come from the subsidiary journals.
Okay, I hear you now.
Are you okay now?
Yes.
Now, but I want you to understand, because this thing is going to affect us. I want you to understand, why do we do that? I said the reason why we transfer everything to the trial balance, we want to check if they are correct or not. These ones are correct or not, the general ledger. Because if the trial balance does not balance, it means there's something wrong.
Okay.
For example, let's say I total my trial balance and I get 1,000 here. I must also get 1,000 here. If it doesn't balance, it means there's something wrong up there. There's something wrong. Does that make sense? Because some accounts from the general ledger will be on the debit, others will be on the credit, debit on the credit. So when I add at the end, they must give me the same amount. If I don't get the same amount, meaning there's something wrong up there. I must go and check.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
You understand? Okay. Now, after doing that,
yes,
we do what we transfer everything to what we call financial statements. I think you know the financial statements. Maybe you heard about.
Yeah.
What can you give me, like, for example, do you know the statement called, now I think in your time or in my time and in your time, we used to call that statement income statement? Do you remember that?
Yes.
But now we don't call it income statement, we call it statement of comprehensive income. Sometimes, okay, I think they call it, sometimes they call it statements of comprehensive income or statement of profit or loss.
And loss. I know that one, statement of profit and loss.
Yes, and other comprehensive income, but we are going to learn more about it. And other comprehensive income. So it's the same. In short, it's the statement of profit and loss, in short. But it was formerly known as income statement, ne?
Okay.
And the other one is the statement of, do you remember that statement? Have you ever seen this?
Which one? Financial position. Yes, I've heard of that one too. Yes.
It was called balance sheet before. Are you okay?
Yes.
I said it was formerly known as balance sheet. And then we also have the other statement called statement of cash flow, or you can call it cash flow statement. It's the same thing. Okay, so you'll see this is what we're going to focus mainly on. So for our module, we focus mainly on these statements. You'll see we focus on the statement, financial statements. But doesn't mean that we're going to ignore the other parts, but the focus will be here. That's why we have to know what happened before.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Okay.
Remember, the reason why
Yes.
I had to do this is to find the difference between bookkeeping and accounting.
Yes.
So from transactions up to the trial balance, this is called bookkeeping. Did you hear what I mean?
Yes.
So everything from transaction here, from here up to here, we call this bookkeeping or basic accounting.
Okay.
But from here, let me change it. From transaction up to, I mean everything. The whole thing is called what?
Accounting.
I don't know if it makes sense or not. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yes,
So
it does.
the bookkeeping is only up to trial balance. But if you take the whole process, that is called accounting.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they say you're a bookkeeper, it means your company can say you only focus up to trial balance. But if you do the whole process, it will be accounting. That's why accountants mainly come and work with financial statements, and bookkeepers work with up to trial balance. So after you have prepared your trial balance, you give it to the accountant, and the accountant will do the financial statements.
Okay.
Yes. So that is the basic bookkeeping and accounting. That is very much important because it will affect us. I don't know. Let me give you an opportunity to ask questions.